Hello and welcome back to Shards. We'll be continuing where we left off, which, if you recall, is after cleaning Alvy's house. Because apparently that's all Cody is good for. With his cleaning magic, his repair magic. Which, I guess would actually be very useful. For, a while. After you clean and repair something, it's like, what, you're gonna have to keep repairing and cleaning it, or what? It's already cleaned and repaired. I guess you could make it a job and then just go and clean and repair other people's stuff. But anyways, we should be on the way to talk to the guy who lends you summons. Because Cody doesn't have a summon, and he can't borrow Alvy's because they don't like him, except for the ring, which Alvy doesn't wanna, let Cody borrow for obvious reasons. Or... no, yeah, there are obvious reasons. It's his own personal Nightfallen, I guess. Anyways, but yeah, so before that, what else happened? Oh, of course, Alvy wanting to run away from the other people because he hates social interactions that much, I guess. You guys didn't see what would happen if you actually spoke to them and then, got a little flavor text. Alvy wouldn't be there, of course, because he would be outside trying to avoid social interactions. But yes, he will still be doing that, but no, now. Anyways, but yeah, so without further ado, let us continue. You walk shoulder to shoulder through the busy streets. People are now up and about, going on with their day, and many even go into the same direction as you. The auditions are somewhat of a big deal even for non-students. Debating. Should you hold his hand? Or is touching fingertips as you brush each other's tails and clothes enough? With thoughts like these, those nearly 30 minutes of walking went past like seconds. So, we're here. That's the place? Yep, so many people have gathered already. Let's go. Your friend does not share your excitement, or your legs' movements. Something wrong? It's just, that is a lot of people. You approach him with a smile while rolling your eyes. The palms of your hands fall on his shoulders with some force. Do not fret, my fair maiden. I will protect you from any nasty stalkers and social encounters. Promise? He asks with a condescending, amused tone. On my life. Can we at least not stand in the crowd? We'll find the quietest spot just for you. Now move your ass in here. Your wish from earlier came true as you grab his hand in yours and make your way inside. Thankfully, the crowd is not even where we need to be right now. Where would a gem-lending person be? Maybe it's the place where most first-year summoners are heading? Yes, but where could that be? He grabs your arms and turns you around towards a group of young-looking people, all with pouches and summoner brooches, walking down the stairs against the incoming crowd. Ah, yes, that would be a good indication. Let's follow them then. The descent continues for multiple floors. The air becomes colder and more humid. Not the most welcoming place that you've been to so far. Soon the stairs open up into a large basement with a tavern feel to it and rows of gemstones on full display. Many summoners surround the place in groups, laughing, drinking, eating, and most importantly, checking out their gems. I'm not sure why, but I feel like you were right. This is the place. What gave it away? Where do I even begin? Your presence here seems to attract passive attention. Some people clearly remember your faces from the first gathering. A certain someone isn't very comfortable with that. I think that I'm gonna be sick. Sick? On my watch? No, sirs. Anything that I can help with? From behind the counter, a tall, handsome, very well-built man approaches. Sexy, gorgeous, hard as rocks. Lots of adjectives. He's approached. Okay, there's more. Godly, sculpted, dreamy, dad. Can you fucking stop? I get it. He is a shirtless hot man. Give me something else to work with. Damn it. Are you okay? Wait, which one's the sick one? I'm confused now. Sorry, neither of us are. I was just, exaggerating. As for my friend, after your drool falls to the ground and you finally decide to finally close your mouth and shake yourself off, you're so fine. I mean, I'm fine. Thanks for the concern. Who are you, if I may ask? You out? That would be my question usually. I am, how you first years like to say, the gem lending guy. I take care of the gems here and lend them to students whenever necessary. Classes, battles, missions, I can provide. Nice. So you're exactly who I've been looking for. Anything for cuties like you. Say, what are you... are you sure he's okay? He looks worse and worse. You turn towards your dog friend, who indeed seems a bit, green. Alright, maybe I didn't exaggerate as much as I thought. The crowd is, a bit much for me. Do you perhaps have a more quiet place around? Maybe a bathroom even? I do have a bathroom, but I wouldn't want to make you stay there. Come on, you can stay in my office, and we can discuss your business here as well. Karina, you're up on the counter. Yes, sir. From a chair, a small squirrel. Squirrel? Squirrel? How the fuck do you? Squirrel. Sure. In a nice, fluffy dress and large hat, who places her comic book down and hurries to help the people at the counter. She can barely reach, but it doesn't seem a problem for her. The enthusiasm on those cheeks is through the roof anyway. Following the shirtless man into his office, your mind is divided between worry for your friend and the swaying lion-like tail above the man's pants. Here we are. You can look at whatever you want, just don't touch. Does that include you? I'm gonna kill myself. Wow, there's a lot of gems here. Are they all yours? Only some. Most of them are from the academy. I'll let anyone borrow mine as well, if they resonate with them. I'll just keep an extra eye on them in that case. Are you feeling any better already? His aloof expression says it all, walking away slowly and inspecting every gem in particular. I think he's in heaven. More like purgatory. You sure? Look at him. He's not a big fan of, dead gems. I think he's just very curious. Ah, yeah, my friend is like that as well. Your friend must love Nightfallen just as much then. Loving is an understatement. I remember when he tried to steal a bunch to release them. Poor fool. Luckily, I stood up for him. Well, that and he was good pals with the headmaster. Yeah. That is a bit much, but I feel like Alvy could do the same. If he wasn't so shy. Hey, mind if I... He points towards a large drawer that clearly hides many more gems in it. Knock yourself out. Sorry then. No, Alvy. He means you can go ahead. Oh, thanks. He's new to modern speech. He just keeps resembling my friend more and more. Are you sure that it's okay to leave all those summoners alone in there? You won't get in trouble, will you? Nah, Karina loves taking care of students, even if she messes up sometimes. Most of the time. Plus, you're both recommended, aren't you? Management would like me to give you some, extra attention. We're that special, huh? I'd say you gave us enough attention with that view. View? Ah, you mean these? He gets a bit closer in front of you and flexes his muscles, making his pecs move and his one good arm grow bigger and harder. Yeah, that. This one's the strongest. He ends the little show by flexing his metal prosthetic. Little wyvern incident. Don't need to ask. Little? I think it looks really cool anyway. You're really cool. Thank you. Your regular biological body is great too. Should I have some fun? No. Not for YouTube. As much stalling as I am trying to do before going to work, I have to ask. What can I help you with today? Nothing too complicated. I just need a gem for today's auditions, that's it. Easy enough. What level would you say that you're at in terms of summoning? My friend would probably be advanced. I'll take something for beginners. Really? As a recommended student? My friend summoned a demon during his auditions. I'd rather you flex those muscles some more, not your friend. I'm just teasing. Kind of. I was scouted for my magic. I'm not very experienced in summoning. Alright. Let me get a beginner set. This time, even the dog that's been in his own world comes closer to watch. Here you go. You should be able to resonate with at least one of these. He brings out a long box that contains a couple of very rough gems. Cracked, deformed, what you'd expect from the lowest tier of shards. And these are also dead? Yeah, we're not really allowed to lend the live ones. But you do have some. Yeah, suppose so. In the meantime, you concentrate and hover your hand over the presented gems. From the choices, only one, the blue mooncrest-shaped one, starts to glow and even vibrate. The second surprise comes along as the dog's ring glows as well, but just like last time, he hides it in his pocket. Seems like we have a winner. Strange. I never saw this one glow before. Not even for... there's another glow over there. Look. The three of you turn around to a corner drawer that looks like it hasn't been opened in years, from which the ram retrieves another blue glowing shard. Smaller than the one in the box, but much brighter. Would you look at that? Hey! As soon as he touches it, it flies away from his hand and reunites with its missing brethren. The two pieces come together, forming a new shape, and the glow stabilizes to a faint, pulsing, cool tone. I have, never seen that either. What did you just do? I didn't do anything. Or nothing that I had control over. Scribbles? Not my doing either. I suppose you two were not recommended for nothing. One summons demons at an auditions, another one fuses gems. What can you do? Come on, all cards on the table. You got my full attention. You can resurrect Nightfallen, can't you? That's why you keep asking if they're dead or alive. No, I swear. There's nothing unique about me. I don't buy it. Me neither. Cody. I have my own Nightfallen, which is pretty rare for someone my age. I admit, but other than that, what kind of Nightfallen are you compatible with? Huh? I'm not sure. I never tested it. It's a room full of gems. No better time and place. He seems a bit excited to try as well, but also scared. He concentrates nonetheless, having two pairs of eyes burning into him. And the whole room is glowing. Great. Indeed, the whole room except for the little broken gem that you just mended. Whoa. Whoa. What does that mean? It means that you can basically summon any of these gems if you wanted. And probably any gem that you come across, judging by this. Congrats. Neat. See, you're more talented than you give yourself credit for. But look who's talking. Do you want to borrow any gem knowing this? I'm good, thanks. I prefer my own. You don't own a live demon, do you? Just check. Nope, not even close to that level. And that I know for sure. And about you, are you choosing that blue one? Yep, not like I have much of a choice, being the only one that likes me. So that one is D71, but I have no idea what the smaller one was, so doesn't matter. They're a single gem now anyway. I'll register it as such. When do the auditions start? Like 20 minutes I think, but the sorcerers go first, so we won't be late. Are you leaving? You sure you don't want to check out more stuff? We got what we came for, and there are no other choices for me, so... Huh? I'd love to check out more gems, and especially after what you did. We can't just leave after such a tease. He's right. You should investigate, with my help. Please? Alright. You get lost in the gem world while I spend time with this stud, just out of earshot. Nice. Great. You grab the ram by the wrist and drag him a bit further away in a respectful yet authoritarian manner. I sense questions incoming. You don't seem to want us to leave. Why? Is it hard to believe that I simply like you? Come on, it may be true, but there's something else as well. Alright, fine. It's boring and stressful out here, okay? I love this job, but they're becoming more and more strict with the paperwork and the rules, and every gem that I lend, I have to be afraid of some kind of possible punishment if I don't get it back in time. Like that's somehow my problem. Not to mention first-year summoners aren't very interested or fun. Aside from you two, of course. You're probably more interesting than most seniors, in fact. Not to mention, very cute. You try not to blush, but fail miserably. Also kinda dumb. Not you, them, the other first years. Ugh, I'm getting a migraine just thinking about it. Is it always like this? No, not even close. This is just a busy day. And are you trying to say 2 first years are making any improvements to your state of being? Yeah. As absurd as you might think it sounds, you're both very neat, in different ways. Under other circumstances, I would love to know you better, maybe even invite you to dinner sometime, especially you, alone. That's very nice of you. I couldn't refuse it if it happened. Really? I'd be glad to hear it, but that would be cheating, I believe, considering the things that I have in mind for you. I'm not... Wait, cheating? As in... me and Elvie? Together? You did not finish a sentence yet there. What I meant is, we're not together, me and him. But you wanna be. Yeah, I suppose so. Too bad for me then. No shots will be thrown today. But I do think that you should go have a nice afternoon enjoying those auditions with him. Trust me. Fine, I get the hint when I hear one. I can't promise that we'll have a great time watching the summoners though. Nothing is too boring if you're with the right people. At least he respects boundaries. Hey Elvie, let's go. We'll be late. Saying goodbye to the weirdly sexy ram, you make your way back up the stairs until the dog starts to trail behind. Something the matter? It's the sorcerers doing their auditions now, correct? They'll start in a minute, if they haven't already. Yeah, why? Do we have to be there? Isn't it just better to stay in an office filled with gems? Just the 2 of us, until our turn comes? Oh, come on. It's going to be fun. There are people that I'm very interested in watching show off. But people are surely going to approach us, since we're recommended students and all. I do have an idea. You rummage through your backpack looking for a specific item. Here you go. Really? You want to trade with me or something? I'm good. But this will not be fooling anyone. Better than nothing. Now let's go. I don't want to miss Tate and Cole's auditions. I'm gonna regret so many things so very soon. Your little disguises proved to actually work. In some ways. Yes, they are turning heads. Everyone wants to take a look at you, but they don't seem to realize who you are. That or they're too scared to approach. In any case, while you two find secluded seats to watch the auditions, your cat friend's turn comes to be called into the arena. Woohoo! Go Tate! Are you really that close? I spoke to him like 4 times. We're basically best friends. Why do I feel like he would agree? Do you know what he'll do? He can teleport as far as I know. Not sure about anything else. How will that help him against that thing? He could, I'm not sure. The cat looks around at the crowd as if making sure that all eyes are on him before conjuring a ball of magic in his hand. Oh, he's doing something. Electricity, perhaps? After a moment, he shoots the ball towards a target dummy, and it vanishes completely. And the arena falls silent. He didn't just obliterate that, did he? I don't think... Oh, look there. A small shadow grows larger and larger in the same spot where the dummy was. With a loud crash and a massive dust cloud later, the machine is nowhere near functional, crumbling into pieces. He shot a teleportation spell and let gravity do the work. Interesting. I didn't know teleportation could work like that. If I have to talk about his teleportation one more time, I'm gonna vomit. Why? We didn't talk about it at all, ever, did we? I'm just not a fan of mobility spells. That seems like a weird ick to have. They're extremely useful spells. Shut up and let me have my own opinions, alright? What a great display of offensive transportation magic! Next up, we have another promising first year, Cole. Let's welcome him into the arena. New dummy required as well, please. Cole, huh? I wonder what he does. The Panther walks in with a confident expression and steady hips, on which rests a peculiar device, the one that he's been carrying and guarding the whole time, almost as obsessively as your dog friend and his backpack. As soon as the match starts, he powers up his device, and in moments, a beam of energy shoots out from it, creating a large hole right in the center of the dummy. The machinery manages to shoot some projectiles towards the Panther before its demise, which were successfully blocked by a barrier created from the same device. That was even faster than Tate's match. Wow. He didn't even use magic, did he? That looked like magic. But it came from his device. He sure took care of that dummy better than most sorcerers, so does that matter? Suppose not, but it's interesting to say the least. See? Didn't I say that we're gonna have fun? Yeah, people are far more fun than they seem. The whole world has so many surprises, good surprises. He looks at you with a sort of loving gaze, if that's what you describe it, although it's hard to tell under the mustache. It is starting to confuse you. The sorcerer's auditions go by relatively quick, each person doing what they need to do in just a minute or two. Since the Shard is not getting that many new members this year, soon it's the summoner's turn. Alrighty? That just means that we get to go away faster. I wonder how the list will go. Not alphabetically, if the sorcerers were any indication. The first phase of today's auditions has ended. Now for our dear summoners. Groans and moans echo throughout the arena and even some disrespectful boos. Don't worry everyone, I'm sure that this year's first years will create some very interesting glowing gems and smoke clouds. His reassurance doesn't seem to work, and it seems some summoners even take it as a mockery towards him, judging by the ugly stares. Luckily, he is unaware of them. I don't know, there are enough people looking that he most likely saw at least some of them. Poor Dallin. Yeah, you're right. Surely. He's a great host aside from being a bit obvious at times. Aiden isn't helping much either. He's been staring at his phone this whole time instead of commentating. Maybe he's shy since the headmaster is literally behind him. Aiden, shy? I don't know him that well, but I know that that's not the case. Maybe he got a match on a dating app? Dating app? Is that a thing? Yeah, I don't know if I'm in well enough state to explain what it is. I can figure it out on my own based on the name, believe it or not. But I doubt that he needs an app to date someone. He's very handsome. You like him? You have a crush on him? Not a crush. I can recognize his good looks, you know. Just like I can tell that you're cute without... I mean, I have opinions, that's all. You sure can. Your opinions are very respectful too. The thought that someone thinks that you're cute raises your mood and confidence, so much so that you ascend to a world of your own, a world of your own creation with flying dog boys begging for your attention. In a world deep enough that you don't even hear your name being called multiple times by now. Cody! What was that? Sorry, I was thinking of stuff. You're up! What? You look down at your pants, but thankfully nothing noticeable is showing. The arena. You're first. Cody White? Fuck. You jump out of your seat and run through the crowd with cartoonishly clumsy movements and jump into the arena. Great first impression. And why the hell am I the first one? This is like the opposite of plot armor. Shut up and do your task. Right. And that is summoning my new little buddy. The one that I haven't even tried to summon before. Why do I like to make things hard on myself? Because it reminds you of a... And you're a You're so right. The wolf has mentioned your title as recommended student while you were inside of your daydream, so the crowd is waiting with bated breath to see what this prodigy will do. Don't disappoint your fans. I'm already stressed enough. I'm serious. Focus. You can do this. Just think of the summon materializing. I don't even know what it looks like. Not even the most skilled summoner in the world would either. You just mended that gem. Who knows what resides in it, but it's synced with you, so everything will be fine. Oh, you're right. In so many ways. Thanks for the support. I can do it. The gem from earlier sits in the palm of your hand in its dull form. Please, please, please be a cool, flashy Nightfallen. Although you have no idea what resides in it, you're tightly connected to the Nightfallen inside, so it shouldn't be a problem to successfully summon it. With a deep breath and seconds of concentration, it begins to move and then glow, and then... With a large smoke cloud trailing behind, a creature appears. It is... You can't quite make out what it is. The weirdly adorable Nightfallen is about your height, trying to stand on 2 legs at first and then falling back to 4. It looks at you with glee in its eyes, with its large, sparkling eyes. Hey there, buddy. You're not a mimic or a slime. Not anything for beginners, at least. What are you? It chirps in response, as if it understood you but has no means of communicating yet. The people watching are left in awe as well, mostly because they didn't expect someone to actually summon anything at the auditions. The curiosity turns to deep fondness when the creature flops on its back, asking for belly rubs. You're enjoying this attention, aren't you? It would be a crime to refuse you, so I suppose I'm petting my first ever Nightfallen. You kneel down next to it and bury your hands in its soft, silky fur. Your action is followed by shouts of encouragement and approval from the crowd. The Nightfallen has absolutely failed in damaging the provided dummy it was supposed to attack, but it captured the hearts of all those present, and some would say that it is much more important. After a minute of scritching and scratching and caressing, the Nightfallen is satisfied and turns back into smoke, but not before giving you a polite bow as a parting gift. That was the best thing that I've ever seen. People around you would agree, considering the standing ovation your walk back to your seat has been met with. How did I do? Talking isn't needed here. The dog's wildly wagging tail says 1,000 words, and the tight hug he dares give you says 1,000,000. Oh. I take it that you like the display? It was amazing. Was that a wild fur? No, that would be illegal. I know that much. Perhaps a cryptid? It looks like both, unless... Was it a demon? It couldn't be right. Maybe a fairy of some sort? What if we tried? Calm down. It got you that fired up, huh? Sorry, yeah. I love finding out new things about Nightfallen, making up for all the time that I spent learning the piano instead of reading Nightfallen books. We'll have so many things to talk about later. We have the whole year ahead of us. 5 of them, in fact. I can't wait. For now, let's sit and... Next up? It seems like it's my turn already. Wish me luck. You don't need luck, but still, leave them breathless. I'm wondering just how good he'll be. Will he summon all of his Nightfallen, I wonder? And begin. Meanwhile... What the? Where am I? Scribbles? Scrib? Scrib? You there? Alvy? Shouldn't you be spectating the auditions? Who? My butterflies are enough. But shouldn't you do the same? Nah, it's not my time just yet. I'll just hang out with you some more, my good friend. We're not friends, and don't you have better things to do? Argus is keeping an eye on him, why don't you? Father wants my eyes to be on you just a little more. Not even hiding it anymore, huh? Just say it to my face how much you don't trust me. We believe in your options, but after you f***ed him for a whole night, it's a bit harder to trust that you won't be biased. It didn't actually happen. But it could have happened. Imagine having a perfectly good cake in front of you and it being taken away just like that. You are an enabler. I'm just seeking fun wherever I can. Their bond grows stronger, much, much stronger already, and it's only been about 4 days. Don't remind me. Oops, forgot your jealousy is hard to hide. Look at the bright side. You, Plan A, failed, but so did Plan B. Now Plan C looks more promising than ever. Isn't that great? That's what you wanted. I never wanted to get to Plan B in the first place. Why? Why doesn't he like me? I am so much better than that stupid leopard. I don't know. Ask him. They're both listening. What? And watching. So fix your hair. My lord, you... Oops, we're out of time. The other twink is coming back. Hey, Cody. What? Where? Alvy? Were you sleeping? I think so. So you didn't see me in there? Not on purpose though, I promise. I passed out, literally, and had this weird dream about Therium and this plague doctor mask freak. Seriously? He looked like that? Are you feeling alright then? Yes, I'm just a bit tired, so you actually believe me? Of course. You wouldn't lie to me, would you? Never, I promise. Unless it's a joke, but that's not the case right now. Has nobody tried to wake you? And why would they? It's a summoner's auditions. Looking around, you both notice multiple people in deep slumber, no doubt created from boredom. They were already bored when the 2 recommended students went first. Maybe they fell asleep earlier? In any case, shall we go? I doubt any more surprises will come around. With pleasure. Oh, almost forgot my mustache. While making your way towards the main gate, 2 large bodies and a medium one block your way unintentionally by teleporting right in front, startling the dog. There really is no need to waste your magic like that. We can just walk, Tate. But I wanted to catch Cody before he leaves and tell him how awesome they were. They turn around as if it comes with a surprise that someone wants to use the main gate that they're blocking. Oh, hello there, strangers. Are you leaving already? The summoners still have a while to go. You deepen your voice before responding, just for the sake of amusement. Yes, that is part of the problem actually. We have other things to do. Surely you can relate. We are unfortunately escorting our friend to detention. He got in a bit of hot water lately. You don't have to tell complete strangers that. What fucking strangers? You look up at Aiden and shrug with an awkward smile. Detention? At the academy? He is literally the only one that ever got detention. It's not a thing for normal people. It is basically his timeout. There aren't many punishment rules since, well, we're adults here with responsibilities and don't need that kind of thing. But this cat is a special case. Your ability to hurt your friends with words baffles me, Aiden. By the way, Cody, well done on your auditions, both of you. What? You know Cody? Can you ask him what he thought of my performance as well when you meet him? I'm sure he doesn't. Let's go. Aww. Cool mustaches, by the way. We should all hang out one of these days. I want to know more about our recommended students. Oops, I mean the nice strangers we just met. Me and Aiden are actually busy tomorrow. What? Again? What are you two doing that you can't tell me? If we told you, you'd freak out. Why? If you two are hooking up, you can tell. No. We're not. You're just very, rule obsessed. Gasp. You're off to break rules? No, we're hooking up. You were right the first time. Come on, Tate. Let's go, for real now. Wait. Sorry, Cody. I mean, stranger. It seems like I have to keep an eye on my friends tomorrow. And now as well. And forever. You can't even trust them with an egg, I swear. Guys, I can be trusted with your degenerate rebel philosophies, I swear. A feeling of deja vu rushes over me. Before you can step out of the gate, yet another block in the road appears, 2 of them. Hello again, Cody. What's with the mustache? Oh, hi, we were just... What the? Your partner is no longer with you. I was just, trying a new style. Might have to reconsider. Probably. Again, just you. I could have sworn that we're getting the whole gang together this time. The whole gang? All the recommended students. We are yet to meet Alvy, but it seems like you've befriended him already. Good for you. You have a very friendly demeanor about you, so I'm not surprised. Maybe some other time? We seriously need to go get dinner sometime. Or spar in the arena for a bit. I'm good, thanks, on the second thing. But food does speak my language. Although I doubt that we'll be able to schedule something for the test. Oh, that little dog, so slippery he is. How when you do find him, we like at least a hello before the test starts. Will do. Come on, we'll be late to the meeting. He is such an impatient man. See you around, Cody. Bye. You can come out now. The next moment, the dog reappears near you, as if he never left, but this time the mustache is gone, and yours should be gone too, probably. The panther was right. Sorry, I panicked. Even with our super high-tech disguises. Especially with those, if I am to meet them for the first time, I at least want to appear normal. We talked about this. Normal is boring. It's so not. Now let's go have a completely normal time relaxing in the afternoon. You'll see just how boring it is. Well, that doesn't count. With you around, not even standing around feels boring. Then come watch me drink 3 soda cans in 2 minutes under the house's shade. That is something that I do need to see. We should order takeout too. Talking to them about food plans made me hungry. As an experienced and professional narrator, this would be a good point for me to create a choice. The choice of whether or not you'll finally hold his hand in yours without the pressure of time pushing you to do so. But it isn't necessary, as there is no correct choice other than to full stop yes, nor do you get a say in the regardless, as a shy dog's hand slides into yours first. The way back is destined to be long and quiet. After some time of enjoying each other's company, studying each other's steady footsteps, sway of tail and hips, you get a little idea. Just to spice things up a little, you take out a pair of headphones from your backpack, having to break the warm hands holding for an agonizing 10 seconds to do so. You offer him one earbud, which he accepts without a second thought. What are we listening to? Was going to ask you the same thing. What are you into? Cuddles are nice. I'm not familiar with that band. Never mind. We were making a joke. Wow, someone's sharp. I usually like to walk through the town with some Hollow City playing. I love that artist. I have all their albums saved. The happiness on his face can't quite be described. It's the face a puppy makes when its owner comes home from a long workday, the face a child makes when the ice cream truck stops just for them, the face snow leopards make when their crush is happy. Yes, you two are pretty much twins. You vibe to different songs, artists and bands, skipping and dancing all the way home. What strangers in the streets. What prying eyes judging you. All you know is that you're having fun. The chairs are in the exact same place that you left them in, waiting for your arrival. Never felt so comfortable, Mr. Chair. Why was today so draining? We barely did any actual work. Socializing is an extreme sport. Touché. Oh, I forgot the sodas. I'll bring them. You grab as many cans as you can carry, slam the fridge door with your hip, and hurry back. Perhaps it would have been more convenient to just grab some food from somewhere on our way here, instead of ordering. I feel like we'll have more control with the whole catalog of restaurants in front of us, won't you? You're probably right. What do you want to eat? I'm craving some fruit sandwiches right about now. A bunch of them. Fruit sandwiches? If we find any places that sell them. We could make them, if anything. Please don't. This story is long enough as it is. I don't have the energy. What else do you want? That's it. You can't just eat fruit sandwiches. That's not a meal. Yes, it is. It's carbs with dairy and fruit. It's no different than a pasta dish. Pasta will at least have tomatoes for veggies, if nothing else. Tomatoes are fruit. That? No, what? What are you doing to my brain? Stop. It's not a fruit, and it's not a meal. I mean, technically, yeah. I'm ordering a pizza as well anyway. I'm okay with that, as long as I get my sandwiches. Told you. Burp. I can do it. I had my doubts, I can't lie. But that was a good technique. You know, for a place taken over by nature, it looks nice. The outside of the house, the garden, even the pathway from the gate to the porch was almost left untouched. Mother Nature must have known you're coming and tidied up a bit. Could I ask you not to mention that word, please? Sorry, but it's stressful just to hear it. I said a lot of words in that sentence. Mother. Oh, sorry. She did look very intimidated. I mean, seeing that way from what you told me. But I understand. Thanks. Spontaneous topic change. How about you said my aunt's name in your sleep? I reckon that's spontaneous enough. It sure was. I don't blame you, and I'm not upset at you, I promise. I just wanted to know for sure what you've seen, please. Just you, younger you and your aunt, surrounded by Nightfallen, with your parent, watching. Seemed like a memory to me. Might have been. I'm ready to listen to anything, just so you know. I want to tell you so many things, but I'm afraid. The dog's hands are shaking, barely holding the cold can with little force. If it involves secrets, you can trust me. I do trust you, but I literally can't. His large pleading eyes lock onto yours, silently begging for help, but you can't help when you don't know where to start. Is there a literal spell on you preventing you from talking, or some kind of trauma? The latter, I think. Although the first one could be true. It's not like I'm experienced in magic, but I doubt it. I wish that I could help. My dreams have been empty for about a week or so as well, which is the more alarming thing. You mentioned that you dreamed about demons before, correct? Just one particular demon. if that's what it was. Aren't you glad that they're gone anyway? He seemed to be stuck between shaking his head and shrugging, undecided on what to think. They weren't bad per se. In fact, I wouldn't be here without them. Why's that? What did they do? How do you think that I got my Nightfallen gems, Cody? It feels like the dog gathered all his strength just to say that sentence. At that moment, a slight realization hit, or perhaps more like a new truck of questions that you need to throw his way. It's true, a sheltered kid from a family of non-hunters that hates Nightfallen. What experiences does he have with Nightfallen? Why is he here? How is he here? And where do you come to play into this journey? You can't help but chuckle. I suppose I stuck so close to the surface level story that I forgot to search you deeper. But that's why you're so nervous about it all. The answers are not that simple, huh? He nods slowly, looking at the gentle blue butterfly landing on his half-empty soda can. And that's alright, don't fret. You sparked a big fire of curiosity in me, and I won't stop until I find every last bit of detail from your personal life. I'll open you up like a book, and I'll let you know that I've read 124 books this summer alone. You could say that I'm an expert. He looks happy and relieved. Please do. Looks like what he truly yearns for is someone to give a shit about him, nothing more and nothing less. But he physically can't bring himself to open up. I think you know what the solution to that is. Dreams are more my area of expertise. I will drill you so hard and deep. Oh? Wait, no. Spontaneous topic change? If you insist. But I don't mind that last part. Noted. What about your life? I wouldn't want to assume, but surely you don't have things that bad happening, right? Outside of the divorce, that is. I didn't get to dream about you, so sharing seems fair. He's waiting for the juicy information about a city boy's life, the highs and lows, while wagging his tail frantically and beaming with excitement. Come on, you don't want to disappoint him. And maybe you'll unlock some of those closed-off memories for me to peek in as well. I'm not lying when I say that I don't remember much. The little shit. How much is much? I remember my therapist, although not exactly what we talked about. Ever. Kind of a waste of money in that regard. I remember I had to move schools and leave my friends a couple of times. That must have sucked. But you don't remember them? No, not particularly. It's not like we were best friends or anything. You don't think that I'm a bad person for that, do you? No, but I do think that there's more to that than you think. Please don't turn into a therapist as well. I'm just saying. Good thing that I remember my most traumatic event at least. God made sure of that one, if nothing else. What did God look like? I bet she has no fur. Shedding is not very godly. Who the fuck are you? Hi, I'm Bean. Says right here. Are you our delivery boy? Oh yeah, almost forgot. Your life stories were much more interesting than listening to my aunt complain about her topical antibiotic ointment cream being too cold for the 10th time. So I got lost in the sauce here. How long have you been here for, again? You ordered this 20 minutes ago. It took me about 8 minutes to get here and 2 more to get my pants unstuck on your broken gate's metal thingy. So, I don't know, like 40 minutes? Is my pizza cold? Yeah, cold pizza is the best, isn't it? Only if they're leftovers and you have a hangover. I'd like it hot and ready. That's what she said. Do you have my sandwiches? Good news about those, since you're the only weirdo ordering those. No offense. And that's fair. They gave you a couple of extra ones, but they also specified that I had to put them on the house. So I'll throw them real quick. Do that and I'll break your arms. Alvy! Yo, that's brutal, man. Sorry, I'm serious about my sandwiches. Should I put them here gently then? Or... No, Bean. On the house just means for free. Oh, alright. And by free, you don't mean that you want sexual favors in exchange, right? What? No! Oh, why'd you think that? I got this job because of a lost bet with my brother, and in only a couple of days I got invited to like 7 parties and a couple of regular requests for like and stuff. While on the job? For money? I don't know about money, but they did offer tips. I'm pretty set in life, so I don't need tips. I had to decline all of them. I have to say, this whole experience did raise my self-esteem by a lot. Gay men find me extremely attractive. You do have a certain qualities. Yeah, although I can't explain it. Thanks. You two are hella cute as well. I'd probably accept an invitation for you two if anything, but like, not in a gay way or anything. I think the food is the only part of you that should enter us. I understand. A committed marriage is great, but if you ever need to spice it up... Oh, we're not married. I am so confused right now. Just good old pals, besties, living under the same roof. Man, historians would love to write about you. Can my bros just live with me and sleep in my bed and bite my lower lip in affection without it meaning anything? Yes? That is so cool. I need to make some phone wait. Do Nightfallen have phones? What? Can I get your numbers though? I don't think so. Thanks for the food. Goodbye. Do you believe in goodbye? Fine. I missed 2 deliveries already. Don't want another strike. Give me 4 stars. Not 5? They already like me too much. I want my stats to be less than perfect to combat their affection towards me. Why are those capitalized? Finally, he's gone. He's funny. Seriously? Every seemingly normal person around is a weirdo in your eyes except for Mr. High on Life. He had a kind aura around him. Or are you just grateful that he brought the food? The dog thinks while taking a massive bite of his cream sandwich, half a mandarin bursting with juices from within. I woke now, Woody. And we're not having this discussion again. You are taking a slice of pizza. You can't live with dessert alone. You sound just like my maid, except fast food or sugar weren't ever on the table. We're circling back to me, it seems. I don't like these powers of yours. Trust me, I'm not a good manipulator. And that's what a good manipulator would say. Maybe I'll crack you open without you realizing. Hope I'm not interrupting your cracking. Chelsea. Hello, boomers. This place looks great for parties, although you two don't seem like the type to throw any, or go to any. Did you just come here to judge us? And how do we never see anyone coming? Oh no, certainly not. Finding you is just a little surprise. There is a hole in the wall just on the other side of this yard. And it was always empty, so we just use it as a sneaky getaway. I'm sure you're very curious as to why I need to sneak out right now. Can't take the main gate. Not really. Can't say we do. Aiden asked me for a favor, a super secret Nightfallen mission, business, escapade, adventure. Tate and Dallin would usually do this kind of stuff with him, but they need to stay in detention. I know what a low-effort lie. I know an excuse when I see one. I'm pretty sure that's true. Tate got detention very early on. Nah, he just wants me. It's alright, Cody. You don't need to be jealous just because usually you're his type. Am I? Besides, looks like you're already taken. She winks at the dog multiple times in a very obvious manner. I will not entertain that with more responses. So don't be greedy. Leave some men for the rest of us. I don't even know how we got to this accusation. Do what you must, I guess. Phew, thanks. Again, this is super secret. I only told a few dozen people, so you make sure nobody is on my tail, alright? Especially Marina. She's his ex. So much unwanted drama. Ha, of course there is. People need to put in the work to get to me. I'm not that easy. Especially because I have this situationship with Rose at the moment. She doesn't know yet. That's another secret for you two. At this rate, we'll find the secrets of the universe, life, and everything. I'm surprised you don't know yet. Your house address is literally the answer. Huh. Suspicious. I'll go before something weird happens. Toodaloo. Bye. What did you think of her? A bit strange. Really? Stranger than Bean? A little bit. She seemed like the type to do bad things on accident. Can't confirm nor deny that, but it would make sense. Are there any sandwiches with grapes in there? And there's one with kiwi and grapes. Close enough. The cold bread cools your palms as you unwrap the translucent plastic. You never quite understood this dessert, an inferior cake, you'd call it. This time your opinion might change for the better. The bread is soft and slightly moist from the sweet syrup. The fruit just tart enough to cut through the sweetness. Hey, so, just curious. Yes, they're very good, but they still don't substitute meals. Not that. Do you have a pair for tomorrow's battles? Oh, no. I've been with you for most of my time here. Do you think that we have to fight? I don't think so. School hasn't even started. Hell, we aren't even officially admitted yet until the test is done. That's a relief. You don't want to fight? No way. Why would I? To show off, I guess? But now I realize that you definitely don't care about that. I'll do it with you if you really want to. I'm not against the idea. That's okay. I'm not very experienced anyway. It will be a world of pain and nothing else. Am I interrupting something here? How do we never see them coming? No, other than our lunch. Haima, right? Great. You know who I am. What do you want? Nothing much, really. Was just gonna ask what you're doing here. Same question you were probably about to ask. Oh. Right. You're recommended students, aren't you? I think I remember your faces. They say, rubbing their temples in annoyance, that they didn't realize sooner. Didn't know that it was your place. Are you also here for the secret exit? Yeah, I'm probably the person using it the most. Hope that you don't mind that I trim the grass and bushes around. So that's why the garden looks more kept in the interior. I'm just trying to get away from the academy for a while without anyone tailing me. Too many people want stuff from me and I can't deal with that right now. I know the feeling. Not that I'm so important, but sometimes I need peace and quiet too. Since you're recommended, you must have been bothered by my colleagues more than enough. I've been in this town for a while, so yeah, quite a lot. Why? What do you have to win with us? A bunch of money for us leaders and vice leaders and benefits for the Shard as a whole. It's a good deal, but I don't have the energy to pester you about it. Plus, all of you come here with the Shard already in mind, and basically no way for us to change those plans, so why bother? They seem calmer while talking to you, although still apathetic at a glance. The intriguing, dark cursed arm covered in bandages lays at their side, slightly shaking, as they hold on to the scrunched up sleeve with one good arm. Wanna sit down for a while? They seem very surprised. You think that it's a bit odd that the shy dog that doesn't like company muttered those words unprompted, but even so, your reaction wasn't as heavy as theirs. He tries to weigh their future preferences with squinted eyes for a moment, before settling on one and handing it to them with an inviting gesture. You join in quickly and throw the pillow from your chair on the porch. You might as well stay here for a minute at least. One of your colleagues just passed through here. Was it Marina? Chelsea. Alright. I could take a little snack break. They sit down awkwardly, unwrapping the plastic slowly with one hand. You let the dog do the talking for once. He seems curious about someone who is as interested in talking to new people as he is, which is not at all. But that somehow cancels it out. So you two live together here or something? It's my aunt's house, or was. We just finished cleaning most of it. A whole house to yourself sounds better than a dorm room, even if it's the size of a penthouse. I don't think that I could survive in a dorm. Do students have roommates? Only those that want to. Most of them are single rooms. At least you have that. Just because I'm alone in a room doesn't mean that there aren't eyes on me 24/7. Why? Is someone watching us? Not you, just me. I'm under curse watch. They have to make sure that I don't go crazy and destroy the town. You can do that? Yeah, and that's the only reason that I accept being treated like this. I admit that it's a bit terrifying to even think about. You don't seem as alarmed as you should be. I don't believe that you'd hurt someone intentionally. Why not? Do I not look the part? You're not weird enough in my eyes. Oh, that's a big compliment. Once again, they look at the dog with wide eyes before regaining posture and changing the subject. Thanks. So anyway, going into my little place in the forest through this hole in the wall is a time that I'm truly alone. Passing through the barrier makes me untraceable for a little while. I'm never truly alone either. Well, now I don't really want to be since Cody got here. Aww. Aside from students wanting me in their shard, there are also my overbearing parents. I'm dealing with the harpy hair myself. How do you manage them? By running away? Metal. They reach out with their regular hand to fist bump the dog. Your worries come out for just a moment. You sigh in relief that you taught him how to fist bump, or there would be another microphone incident. Thanks for the treat. I reckon Chelsea must be far enough away to not bother me. And thanks for, not having any problems for me to solve, I guess. You're neat. Thanks for sharing your story and for taking care of my garden. See you around. Good luck on tomorrow's battles. Although you still can't quite make out what creature they are, one detail is clear. They can't stop their tail from wagging as they walk away faster and faster in embarrassment. You watch the dog wave goodbye fondly, even after the leader's figure is no more. You were very talkative there. I'm proud of you. They reminded me of myself too much. A lot of people share things in common with you if you try to get to know them. Really? What do you think I share with our vice leader? Therium? Come on, you both love Nightfallen more than anyone. How would you know? You said that statement confidently, but now that you think about it, how do you know? Do you even know? No, it's just a hunch. It's gotta be. I mean, it would make sense. He's the summoner's vice leader, and since there's no leader yet, he's gotta be on the top, right? I guess. What do you think we have in common? We're both introverts. You look like you could wrap anyone around your finger. You must be messing with me. I'm not. Here's the second thing that we have in common. We both came to the academy virgins. Ha, there. As much as I wish guys would kneel at my feet, I'm not that confident. The dog looks away uncomfortably as you talk. Sorry, too lewd? What? No, not that. I believe you now, really. It's just, I'm not really a virgin. Oh. You did the... But your parents, do they know? Yeah, it was their idea after all. There's no way that I'd ever get someone on our property without them knowing. Wait. Didn't you say that you never met anyone outside of your family except for... your music teacher? Well... That's it. I'm murdering your grooming teacher. You express holding an imaginary shotgun. It's not that either. It wasn't him. I loved him as a friend, but I guess I lied a little to you before. Impossible. There is someone else that I met with, someone my parents approved of. But did you approve of? It's not like I had a catalog of people to choose from. But it was consensual at the time, if that's what you're worried about. He exclaims, panicked as you cock your non-existent firearm. I just grew to regret it more and more as the real world unveiled around me. I'm also regretting it because of you. You take a sip of the soda slowly, trying to understand what you did wrong, but then it hits you. And I choke like an idiot. And he chokes like an idiot. I see. The worries for his well-being go down, but the butterflies in your stomach go wild. And not just the metaphorical ones. Yeah! Therium, hello. For the first time, your friend actually senses the new arrival coming, and his mood didn't quite improve. Hello, Cody. You? Hope that I didn't arrive at a bad time. Is everything all right? A feeling of dread sets into your heart just moments after it exploded from excitement, and the horse knows it. Yeah, of course. I mean, you're not necessarily here at a bad time. You're not interrupting anything that is... what's up? How did you know where to find us? There's someone asking the real questions. But he lets out a soft smirk without leaving your eyes and shows his phone's screen. Chelsea sent your location in the group chat. Great. I suppose everyone else knows where we are now, too? God damn it, Chelsea. That was perfect for me, since I realized neither of you got your lunch and dinner cards. Which isn't the end of the world, there's time for that. But then there are your dorm keys as well. Oh right, I completely forgot about my dorm. I see you're probably not even going to need these, but it's better to have them anyway. Of course, the tenants we'll lease the dorms to will surely need them, haha. That is highly illegal. Haha, I know. Just a joke. Sorry. You might want to focus on continuing to grow. That is your purpose here, after all, isn't it? Not useless romance or partying, to name a few things. Of course. That's what we're here for. At an academy. To learn. Got it. The school year hasn't even started yet. If you're driven only by grades, you're better off dead and replaced. The horse's loss of composure takes both of you by surprise. I mean, the academy is not responsible for what happens to you. You heard the headmaster. In any case, congratulations on the auditions. It looks like you're at the very least growing, even if not by a lot. Being the only students that summon anything is certainly worthy of the recommended student title. I'm happy for you, and they are pleased too. Thanks? Who are they exactly? Sorry, shouldn't have said that. Slip of the tongue. Suppose I'm just so happy about our new member doing great. Members. His gritted teeth say otherwise. That wasn't a slip out of happiness. I'll leave you to it then. Try not to go too wild, living together like this. It's not just your body after all. And just like that, he disappears as quickly as he appeared. As for your friend, I know what you'll say. Weird man. Again. He gets up and quickly runs back behind the house, holding his hand to his mouth. Hey, are you alright? And that's where I'm going to leave it for today. So, we got a bit more interesting, I guess, look at what's going on with Therium and this mysterious person. Right? I guess I should say Cody got a little bit more of a peek. Because apparently he and Scribbles, or maybe just Cody, because apparently Scribbles kind of stays away from Therium and the mysterious person. But he got to peek in on the fact that they were spying on them. And this caught Therium off guard. So I'm wondering if it's because there is some connection between Scribbles and Therium and this other person and whoever else this other person is that they keep mentioning too. Or if it was just something unintentional. Because it does seem like this is literally a continuation from where it started with Therium. Like we went with Therium, you either get his good ending or his bad ending, and it just restarts the loop again for the summoner, and then you get to go with Alvi, and this is what we're doing now, and then afterwards we're gonna do Scribbles. Because that's how it is. Scribbles is technically the end game with the summoner route. It isn't Alvi, it isn't Therium, it's actually Scribbles. But yeah, he seems to have some knowledge or connection with Therium. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we got to borrow the same little crescent summon gem thingy from Luis, or Lewis, whatever his name is. The hot ram guy. But also, if I don't know if I'm misremembering this or if this is new, where when you get the little crystal, it resonated with the other little missing piece, I guess, and it's still missing a piece, but it resonated, and the summon ended up changing. If I recall correctly, the one with Therium was just like a little small, wispy summon, but this one actually is like a little bit bigger, and it looked like it was way more intelligent and was, I guess, able to understand Cody, just wasn't able to speak. So I'm wondering if the Scribbles route is gonna have like the full thing. Because I know that the end game for Cody in the summoner's route is to summon Scribbles. Well, I mean, he is technically the end game period, Scribbles, at least to be able to summon him in order to fulfill his bargain with Scribbles. But I kind of feel like it would be more obvious or easier to summon the gem Nightfallen. What else? Obviously, the whole little bean scene. I remember somebody posted on YouTube when I posted the screenshots, like the first step is a denial. Like eventually, he has to come out. Come on. Like if you're not gonna come out as gay, you might as well come out as bi. You're one of those, Bean. Come on, just accept it. Although technically, I believe that there's another option where it's just Pan. So maybe he's Pan. Anyways, but yeah, so... Oh, Bean. Also Chelsea, spilling the beans about them being there, but like... It was bound to happen. The whole scene with Marina, or not Marina, Jaime. Very interesting. If I recall correctly, in the Aiden route, you could have also spent some time with them. And it went kind of similar, I think, to like the whole scene with Dallin where you're cooking. Like you're just spending some nice time with them. And right now, like just you got a little bit more information about their situation. Their little cursed hand thing is apparently very dangerous enough to have people just watching them 24/7 in case something happens. I'm curious what that would be, and if it would be like explored in the Aiden route when it gets rewritten or what, or eventually down the line, because this is just chapter 1 for every single character's routes. What else? Oh, also Therium, of course, spying on them, probably showed up exactly there in order to sort of hold whatever it is that's building between Alvi and Cody and, you know, Scribbles, because apparently his fascination or whatever isn't with Cody so much as it is Scribbles. Like, if you played him with his good route, you got the good ending where... Well, not the good ending, they're both bad. But you got the ending where he was a little bit sad about the whole not being able to be with Cody. Because the whole loop gets restarted, Cody doesn't remember, quote unquote, what happened with Therium. And it was technically good. But yeah, his main objective appears to also be Scribbles. So yeah. Anywho, So what else? I think that's all that really happened. There's also going to be some shenanigans in the next video. The silly shenanigans with the type of stuff that this visual novel is known for. So yeah, you have that to look forward to. Anywho, so yeah, write down in the comments what you think so far about the story, especially, you know, mainly summoner stuff and what might be happening, especially with Therium and Alvi. And I guess Scribbles too. Anyway, so I guess that's it for now, and thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play Lush Shards, you can do so by going down to the link in the description, which should have a direct link for the itch.io page where you can download the game and play it yourself, or you can just go to itch.io.com and search up the visual novel. And they do have a Patreon in case you want to support them, and you get early access to builds of Lush Shards, so you get to find out what's gonna happen with the whole Alvi route. And like I said in the previous video, I think that there's only one more, because that's when the whole pair battles thing happens, and that usually marks like the end. That is like the end date for like when it goes into the what was it, like the exam or whatever. And yeah, so that is technically where Therium's route loops back, and that would end up, you know, signaling the start of Scribbles' route. So yeah, woo. Anywho, so yeah, all my links down in the description as well. My Ko-fi in case you want to support that there. My channel member link in case you want to become a channel member, watch these videos as they're scheduled, which would be like usually 2 weeks in advance, usually. Sometimes a month, usually just 2 weeks. And my throne in case you want to, you know, give me something, buy me something. You don't have to, but like, people have. 2 people have recently. Very generous of them. Anyways, but yeah, so I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.